Hi Aquarius, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of October 14th through the 20th. This is for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising signs. So Aquarius, for this reading, I am using the Bianco Nero Tarot. I'm also pulling you a Mystical Wisdom Oracle card. All right, Aquarius. So let's see here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Wands. So for some of you Aquarians, physical travel could be coming up here. I definitely see that. Maybe some of you are getting a new vehicle and maybe you're going to take a trip. So a vehicle might be significant for others. Physical travel could be in the cards. You might have to travel for work, or maybe some of you are even traveling to see family. Let's see here. Underneath the Knight of Wands, okay, interesting. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords here, Aquarius. We do have the Queen of Cups, and then I have the Emperor. We have the Emperor here. Okay, we have Temperance underneath the Emperor. Interesting. So maybe some of you have something going on with a man, with the Emperor. This could be your husband. This could be your father. This could be your boss. I could be reading for some Aquarian males. Definitely. I have masculine energy here. I do have feminine energy as well. But here we have the Queen of Cups. So I could be reading for some Aquarians where maybe you've been a little emotional with dealing with some stuff. Or you have water in your chart here, Nine of Swords. Something may be weighing on your mind, Nine of Swords energy, you stressing about something, you worried about something. Nine of Swords can also speak about regrets. But we have the Knight of Wands. So something was stressful for you, or something was keeping you up at night. You might have been very emotional. It might have something to do with a man. But with the Knight of Wands, this is you charging forward. If you're not physically traveling here this week, this is just you moving away from a challenging time. And we have Temperance here at the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, which can speak about going with the flow, or it can speak about healing, mending a relationship, trying to work with someone. So some of you, that's what you're doing here this week. What's interesting is the overall energy, Aquarius, is the King of Swords. So definitely reading for some male Aquarians. You're coming up very much in your element. So if something was difficult for you, if you were dealing with some mental, even emotional energies prior, here you're coming up in your element. Some of you could be like standing in your power here this week. King of Swords is someone who is very serious. You could be even focused on a particular goal, maybe just simply focused on moving forward. Knight of Wands energy. He's someone who's passionate and very ambitious. He's motivated. And here, King of Swords, someone who's mentally just very, very focused, very sharp. And so we're starting out with the Magician. So some of you are very, very focused on manifesting here with the Magician. Maybe using the tools, using what you already have, Aquarius, to manifest new beginnings, or to make changes, or to move towards some sort of goal. And maybe for some of you things could have been delayed prior, or maybe you were experiencing some bumps in the road, Aquarius, or some twists or some turns here, some challenges here, but we still see you incredibly focused on a goal and moving forward. Some of you could be speaking your truth here, or hearing some sort of truth with the Page of Swords. There could be some sort of news that's coming in for you here. Now, with the Page of Swords, for me, I mean, it can be positive, it can be negative. It can speak about some sort of truth coming to you, you hearing some sort of truth. or even seeing some sort of truth, because the Page of Swords can be a little bit of a spy here. And with the King of Swords energy, I mean, you could be very focused on something or someone even. You're paying attention. You might be watching. You might be observing here. And maybe some of you, Aquarius, I could be reading for some of you Aquarians where you're maybe even judging someone with this combination. Judging someone. If not judging someone, you could be judging a situation, something that's taken place. Maybe you're even hearing some sort of gossip with the Page of Swords. Could be negative. You might have heard something and therefore you could be watching, you could be observing, you could be making an important decision, Aquarius. And this is either to do with a relationship or a home, a family matter with the Ten of Pentacles here. The community, whatever community that you're a part of, Aquarius. For some of you, maybe you're seeing something or you're making an important decision. It might have something to do with the community, or it might affect the community or your family or your relationship. Ten of Pentacles can also speak about property, assets. And so those of you that, you know, maybe you're dealing with a family matter. Maybe you have a legal matter that's ongoing. If things are delayed, I see success here. I still see you being victorious. You know, you might have dealt with delays already, and for some of you, this could be that judgment or that decision coming through for you here this week, because we do have 2 pages here in the spread, Aquarius. We also have the Page of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Wands there as well. And so for some of you, when news does come in, it's going to come in maybe suddenly. And if things were delayed, you might not even be expecting to hear something, and all of a sudden we have news coming in for you here. Yeah, and we see you jumping in the driver's seat. We see you in control here this week, Aquarius, that's for sure, with the Magician and the Chariot. For me, these are empowering energies. And so you're in the driver's seat, you're in control. I think that some of you, with the King of Swords energy here, no matter if you're male or female, you're definitely standing in your power. You're not letting something bother you emotionally. Some of you are making an important decision here this week. You have, for some of you, I feel like you're incredibly focused, you're motivated, and you could even be judging someone's character. You're making good judgments, making good decisions here this week. You're seeing things clearly. Maybe there was even someone around you who acted like a fool. That's a possibility, because we have the Page of Swords and the Fool. And so maybe you're dealing with someone who's immature. They could be even like a teenager. Maybe this is your child with the Ten of Pentacles here. Maybe someone acted a little foolish, a little childish, and you're seeing that. For some of you, you could be talking to them. The King of Swords is someone that would definitely sit someone down. If this is your child, maybe if they don't live with you, some of you could be traveling to see them here this week. Maybe you're going to sit them down and maybe give them a good lecture. The King of Swords is someone who would do that. So some of you, that's how you'll resonate with this. We have 2 pages here, and so some of you might have a child, or maybe you have two children. One might be a teenager. Maybe you're sitting them down and you're talking to them. Something could have even happened with the vehicle. Maybe you let your son or your daughter drive your car. For some of you, something could have happened. Because we have some sort of upset here. We have some sort of upset here with the 3 of Swords. Now, the 3 of Swords can represent several different things. For some of you, it's just upset here. This is someone who's upset here. And it could be the person who acted like a child, who acted like a fool, so someone's upset. I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's someone around you. Someone could even be upset if you are judging someone, if you're judging someone's character, Aquarius. Someone could be upset with maybe how you're judging them, or the decision that you're making. Someone might be upset with that. If there was bad news, or if something was delayed, I do see you moving down a new path with the Fool. Some of you are moving down a new path. Something could even be coming back around with Judgment. If something didn't work out prior with the 3 of Swords, if there was disappointment, or you felt some sort of loss, or maybe even rejected, for some of you, maybe something didn't work out, but that might have been a blessing in disguise, because we see you moving towards something else here, and we still see you manifesting. We still see you moving down a new path. Maybe if something didn't work out for you prior, Aquarius, it might have not been what was right for you. But here we might have a second chance, so maybe the timing wasn't right prior, or maybe you're moving towards something different here. And we see success this time around with the Chariot. The Chariot is the ultimate victory card, and we see you moving down a new path. You might have to make the decision here this week to do that, Aquarius. And if something hurt you, with Judgment here, for some of you, you're rising up from that. You're maybe taking a risk. You could be reaching out to someone. You could be communicating with someone. But let's pull you an additional guidance card, Aquarius. Additional guidance for Aquarius for this week. So definitely a very interesting reading, Aquarius. I do suggest watching your other signs. All right, so let's see here. Okay. All right, so I want to take a peek at these. Okay, wow. All right, so this one was upright. This one is the most significant for me, Aquarius. We have Peacock, raise your standards. Interesting. Interesting. Let me see here. So for some of you, don't settle. You might need to raise your standards. Don't settle for less than you deserve, because we see some of you with the Magician here and even the King of Swords. You know, you might have some sort of experience or expertise. And so if this is on the job front, we see you, maybe some of you are overqualified as well. But you already have everything you need to be successful. So if there is something going on the job front, or maybe it is a legal matter, it could be a family matter, don't settle for less than you deserve. Maybe some of you do need to raise your standards. But there could be other Aquarians where maybe you in some way, you might be in the spotlight this week. Some of you might have an opportunity to actually be in the spotlight here this week, so keep that in mind. Again, Page of Swords can be a spy, so if you're not the one observing, there could be someone observing you, Aquarius, and you might be in the spotlight here this week. Peacock for me represents a couple of different things, and can represent you being in the spotlight. And here we have new beginnings, begin your new life, and we have opportunity knocks, go for it. So, I mean, we have blessings, we have opportunities coming in. Some of you might be in the spotlight here this week, but don't settle for less than you deserve. Some of you might have multiple choices, multiple opportunities. And here, you know, these two really go hand in hand. New beginnings, begin your new life, and judgment, rising up from the ashes. This is like the phoenix rising up from the ashes. So some of you went through some sort of heartache, but you're healing and you're actually moving forward. You are manifesting. You are starting something new, or something is coming back around. The past could be relevant for some of you. All right, Aquarius. So very interesting reading. I hope that you found it helpful. Thank you for joining me here on YouTube. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great week.